Good morning, Brook Hollow fourth graders. Today's lesson in Connected and Respected is lesson 3 about finding commonalities. We're going to start with our gathering, which is going to be an attribute linking. So if students, you'll stand up, and I want you to get in groups, socially distanced groups, but into groups by your birthday months. So if your birthday is in September, make a group of September people. If your birthday is in May, make a group of May people. If your birthday is in January, make a group of January people. Okay? Teachers, once the groups have been formed, and have one person from each group tell the what's common about the group, so their month. Okay, we're going to do another one. This time I want you to make groups on your birth order. So if you are the oldest child, that should be a group. The middle child, that would be a group. The youngest child, that would be a group. If you're an only child, that would be a group. And again, teachers, once the groups get formed, let them, one person in each group, share the commonality of the group. All right, if you would, return back to your seat, and we are going to do our agenda check. And I know this is backwards, I'm so sorry. Oops, my board fell apart here. So here's our agenda check. We just finished with the gathering attribute linking. We're doing our agenda check right now. The gathering was a great way to begin to talk about things we have in common and the differences or diversity among us. As the agenda shows, we're going to do an activity. Our activity is called Finding Commonalities. So this activity helps us to learn more about each other, and we'll be exploring the things we have in common and sharing these commonalities. During our debriefing, we'll discuss both what was challenging and what was fun, and then in our closing, we'll choose something that you learned about a classmate to share with the class. So moving into our activity, Finding Commonalities, teachers, hopefully you have a sheet for every student with the list of students in the class. They're going to need that. Students, on this list is everybody that's in your class. So you are going to go around quickly and discuss things that they like, things that they're interested in, if there's a skill that they're really, really good at, maybe things they don't like. Okay, so as you're discussing, when you hear something that you both have in common, write down next to that person's name that the thing you had in common. So for example, if we're in the classroom and I like to read and you were talking to me and you like to read, then you would put next to Mrs. Cordova reading. So that would be something that we have in common. So you want to fill up your list with the things you have in common from your classmates. Teachers, take about 5, 10, however many minutes you feel your students need, and complete this activity. Make sure, students, as soon as you get something that you have in common, write it down and go to the next person so you're not wasting time. All right, moving into the debriefing. So now you should be back at your seats and discuss with your classmates and with your teacher. Was it easy or hard to find things that you have in common with other students? How does it feel to find that you have things in common with your classmates? Did you learn anything that surprised you? How does talking about your commonalities and your differences help you get along? All right, moving into our closing, something I learned. So, I would suggest sitting in a circle, but if teachers, you decide what's best for your classroom, but you're going to go around the room and each student's going to start the sentence, one thing I learned today about, and you're going to choose somebody's name and share what you learned. So one thing I learned today, maybe yours was, one thing I learned today is Mrs. Cordova likes to read. Okay, so go around the room and share everything or one thing that you learned about a person in your class. Also, teachers, remember I sent you the links to the 2 books that go along with this lesson, An Angel Just Like Me and Different Just Like Me. If you'd prefer to actually read the book, I have Different Just Like Me here in my office. If you want to borrow it, just let me know. 4th graders, I hope you have a great day, and remember, we are always looking for bucket fillers. Hope you're earning your Beaver Bucks, and think about this lesson throughout the week on how knowing things that are different or the same about each other helps us to get along. Bye-bye.